you want to watch more exciting volleyball highlights and games like this video, then subscribe to my other channel, Elevate Volleyball, where I post weekly videos from professional, college, and high school players and teams. So help me spread the volleyball love around the world by supporting Elevate Volleyball. Fast and scrappy, and like high and powerful. The setter from Bulgaria's got super clean hands.
Yeah, she does.
And just
nice.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
A few years ago, the Korean League had their men's tryouts in Toronto.
It's exactly a template of like Asian teams that are going to bring their one. You need a coach that's going to bring us some creativity, and then you need to encourage your best players to try to play in more physical leagues, and then use your domestic one as a good depth development to bring us some creativity, and then play in more physical leagues. And then use your domestic one as...
I've always wondered why he hasn't gotten more of a shot.
Me too. I think he would have been... I think Kyle...
That Ursula did.
That's it.
It was really, really good. But yeah, Robert was great because I was like 20 years old coaching college, and he's like 60 and like a legend.
Yeah.
But he's also got sleep apnea and with a mask, and one time he forgot it because we were the assistants, we would share a room.
Yeah.
And he's like the kid at the sleepover that won't go to bed. And he went, the kid at the sleepover that won't go to bed. And he went, every like, hey Eric!
It's hard for
American teams to do.
Yeah.
And it's also like I've seen a whole bunch of stuff about like the New York 2016.
Yeah.
But I know he lit you guys up that one night. His Western season was done. He's been in the gym training to try to make that junior national team, and it just
different mindset.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I saw him. I was happy.
Contracts overseas.
Okay.
Right. Because early 2010s we had about 10 players playing professional.
Not a lot of exposure.
No. And then FTC grew to like all of the best players coming out of the university. In Sweden, they have a good chunk of them who stayed at home and play. Like, there's not even that expectation. For soccer, the Olympics is U23. Right? We don't even look at all the major sports around the world that work well traditionally. They don't rely on the Olympics to do that.
But I mean, I think because of the plethora of athletes we have, it works. But if in a small country, you just don't have the sheer enough
Experience it's like playing college sports.
Yeah.
And you were that's terrible. But that ended by her back being hosted. It's not a USAV event being hosted. USAV is here supporting, but it's not a USAV event.
Yeah.
For someone hosting is the fact that you need to pay for all of these delegates to come in. You need to give them $1,000 that have been fucking it up for years. Like, so a few years ago, like in 2013, I did this time and time again, how, especially in Canada, like the older people have no interest in younger helping. Still games like I was used to before.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
That makes sense. You know, I think we're pretty. One thing that USA Volleyball has done most of the time, I feel like, is they've chosen pretty good head coaches. It's just like, oh, you guys didn't win a medal, I'll come in and from another country, another culture, and help you guys win something, and then leave. That's pretty crazy. How did you? This one I actually talked with Logan Tom.
Okay.
And it was the biggest. It was the biggest adjustment.
Balls to the inside, and you're just gonna back up and rip away on it.
Yeah.
And then Antigua comes in, he goes, "No, I want you to set." And he had just been working forward. He's like, "No, I want you to set tie balls." He comes in, he goes, "No, I want you to set." And he had just been working forward. Invested in growing the sport and growing something big rather than just like throwing a lot of money at something like the NVO and just, you know. Of course, I'm a little bit biased off of that because all of my knowledge and information comes from Rob, who's like very passionate about it, like,
About the
even too much so. He's like, "No, we won't." I was like, "You work for me. You don't make that decision." And like, even if we were like, he's just been getting sponsors and stuff like that. I had a meeting with him this week, and he's just like, "Yeah, you know, like, well, there's gonna be registration fees, but I've been like working with some like local sponsors and stuff like that." Yeah,
that's good.
And that was even before like having like a live stream plan like with us. And he's like, "Now that you're coming in, like we're gonna be able to get more sponsors and stuff like that."
Like I really enjoy working with Vince. It's just the VLA is just too confusing. I think the barrier to entry. I think it's a classic example of someone that is a volleyball nerd that is a little bit out of touch with the non-volleyball person, which is where the money is going to be coming from.
Yeah.
You can't.
Everyone's getting like, "Oh yeah, we're doing great, we're doing stuff, blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Your numbers aren't that good. Like, you guys don't get good amount of views. Like, nothing about volleyball, as opposed to the people who actually play the game and just don't care to follow."
So how do you get those people in there?
You start creating media like yourself and like us for like people to actually like follow. Like volleyball has an apathetic fan base because you couldn't follow the game ever. Like there was like a few like very key volleyball videos, but you couldn't watch it on TV.
Yeah.
Like there was no streaming at the time. There was no like it wasn't on Sports Center in the morning. It was never on paper. You have games ending at 12:30 at night sometimes because the other two games before them went to 5. Right?
Which is exciting.
So exciting. And I can watch all of it.
To stifle their ability to try different things.
Not if some of the things that I've been told are kind of in the works actually happen. But when you look at it, if I can send it to you, there's this entire document.
Are you looking for new volleyball shoes, balls, backpacks, jerseys, and knee pads? Then make sure you shop at my favorite volleyball store, All Volleyball, which has the widest selection of volleyball gear and equipment and amazing customer service. Use my discount code and link below to get 10% off your entire order and free shipping for orders over $100. So get your new volleyball gear today so you can look super fly on the court. He brought in the different style, the smart style, ball control, and now add that with the Russian physicality. Game changer.
We're really lucky.
And they add the caginess. It's
Yuka's 4 to 4 sides.
Yeah.
Production value.
Yes.
Like you look at, they have good fans. Like they play in good stadiums.
The social media guys are fun.
Oh, they love each other. He was in like balling when he left
Ooh.
Asian style volleyball is the purest form of volleyball. Like Japanese volleyball is the purest form of volleyball.
Yeah, if I were to teach,
Terrible game. Like him and Danon were just tipping all over the place. His mom came and eviscerated him because we have no care whatsoever for the quality and like the health of our athletes.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't blame a national team player when like it's like we lost Ryan Skater last year because there was a break built into the Canadian national team summer and he has 2 young kids.
Yeah.
So he planned a vacation with them. And then at the week before summer review, was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. And he's like, well, like I have vacation planned with my kids. And he's please, thank you. Like, how do you feel about this team? Like missing, like how do you feel like a player missing something?
Really good or really bad. Like you either get super hooked up or you get treated like property.
Yeah. That's why Gavin Schmidt loves playing in for him to like drive there. So Samsung sent a helicopter to pick him up to fly into the airport so that he could get back to safety. For Christmas, they allowed him to miss games to go back to safety.
If you're a guest, you're treated better than them. Coach is mad that they lost to you guys, so he's punishing them with 2-hour practice. But just that mindset.
That's like old school American, like, oh, we lose this game, we're gonna run
exactly.
We're gonna run the stairs, you know, we're gonna do Chinese culture, and it's just less open in terms of like, especially as an English speaker, to fully understand what's going on there. So I think that I'm probably the least knowledgeable about Chinese volleyball than maybe anyone, like any other team in the world.
So I actually did a little documentary style like you did. They scout them when they're like 7 or 8, and physical education is actually a really important subject.
Massively.
Actually a really important subject.
Massively.
If you're broken, you still play because you have to win for your country. So she's like, she prioritized rest. So Zhu Ting, she like carries protein shakes and allows her to sit out majority of the games. They've made a collective decision.
It's like you finally show up, you're like, oh shit, we might actually be able to
Yeah,
beat this
I know.
team. Oh shit. Like I felt like Korea was really struggling in that first set. They were just making so many out of system errors, and they were just not looking good.
Afraid to challenge the block.
Yeah, 100%. They were just going away from it. And now that they have more confidence. I'm gonna get on the floor too.
The pass, when you have that, you know, other than the barrel, when you have like, so that's the stuff that's
system of smash ball, and there's some complicating factors. Kind of figuring things out on their own and developing it that way. If I put them in situations to kind of develop and learn and just set like the parameters around the game with like too many rules for them to like haggle about, then they were going on.
I think that doesn't matter how you do it or how tall you are. And that was just his response. And I thought that was like a really, really good start.
But yeah,
He says, you know, even though the club system's more developed, it's like there's no open gym. It's like I like the ability to play when I want, and the level to play when I want, and the level I want. Like there's a way to do both. Like have open gyms, but the club system to.
So like our buddy Dan, we used to Dan. There's no other sport that we can.
Hockey?
No. So
Even college hockey?
Well, it's different in Canada. So the way hockey works is that when you're like 16, you have to make a decision. You either go to junior hockey, and that's the CHL,